Hello and welcome to Budget with Brian, and today I'm going to talk to you about an ERBAUER EXT 18 volt lithium ion work light. I bought this specifically to do a video with Evolution, as the EXT range of batteries from ERBAUER are also interchangeable with the EXT range of 18 volt batteries from Evolution, and those videos you can find a link to up here. But to demonstrate the swapping of the batteries between the two units, I needed to buy something from ERBAUER, or rather Screwfix, and the cheapest unit that I could find was this lamp. Now this is actually, they're on a sort of clearance sale at the moment, and they're only £20, they're $19.99, something like that. But actually, I've actually found that this is a really good lamp. So what I thought I'd do is I'd show you this lamp in action all by itself. We're also going to do a little comparison between this clearance unit, which was $19.99, and a refurbished one, which was only $14.99, I think, or $15.99, something like that. It was a £5 cheaper, and I'm going to show you the differences in quality between the two, which I think you may be interested to see. So let's turn that off, because it's probably quite blinding at the moment, and just walk around the unit itself to start with. But before we go too far, if you're not already a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and ding the bell, and we'll tell you when our next videos are out. This particular unit I've been using doing a bit of decorating, so it's a bit dusty, but it is probably all of a week old. But this is the unit itself. I'll just rotate it round. It's quite a big unit, but it's very well made, really. It's as I said, quite a chunky design. It rotates actually 360 degrees. Is it 360? Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much 360, isn't it? All the way round, so you can elevate that pretty much to any direction you want. It has a single power button on the top here, which you press once for one illumination, which is pretty bright, and then it will dim a bit lower for the second press, and then the third press is off. It does take, as you can see here, it does take the EXT lithium-ion batteries. I'm using it with a Evolution one, but of course you could use it with an ERBAUER one as well. Looking at the bottom of the unit here, it has a rubber dust plug, if you like. I think it's really to cover up the electrical parts when they're not in use. But it also has, that's for the 18 volt, it also has, oh, it's very dark, let me turn this around. There we go, that's better. It also has a 2-pin 220 to 240 volt input, which I have right here. So if you're not using it on the battery, you can very easily use it with a mains power, and it works the same. Now, one thing I will say is it won't charge, and you can see that it wouldn't be possible to charge a battery whilst the cable is inserted. It doesn't do that function. It's not a charger, and you know physically you can't have the two connected at the same time in any case. But you know, even at £20 to use it as a standalone mains light, that's pretty good. Now, the features don't stop there. It's got more going on the bottom. Let's turn it upside down. On the bottom here, you have a 3/4 inch threaded insert, which is, the sturdy tripod type of thread. It's got those two keyway type eyelets for hanging on screws, which is also very good. And the third part, which I think is really ingenious, are these spring-loaded sort of legs, which you use, I don't know whether this is going to work on here, which you use to hang it on. So maybe if you're doing some work with some rafters or something like that, you can just sort of have it hanging like a vampire or a bat or that sort of thing, upside down. So the features for this really inexpensive, really bright lamp are quite impressive. So one of the things let's just put those away. It's difficult with one hand. Turning the unit sort of back up like this, I suppose I could give you some rundown of some details. So it's got 2000 lumens is the output. It's equivalent to a 20-watt floodlight. It has an LED life of over, what is that? Is that 30,000 hours? Difficult to see from this area. It's daylight 6000K and has a spread beam of 100 degrees. And of course it'll take all of the different size batteries, and look, it's even giving you a nice handy chart there to tell you how long it lasts on each one of those. So on the, where are we? I've got the 4 amp hour Evolution battery here. 4 amp hours is 3 hours of battery life, but I've also got the 8 hour one, which is 6 hours. So that's pretty good for putting out that much illumination in such a handy unit. So blown away by, I mean, as I said, I bought this so I could show how the batteries from Evolution are interchangeable with ERBAUER, but I've ended up with a really handy work light, so I decided to buy another one. But the second one I bought was a refurbished unit. This is the refurbished unit as it came, and I have to say, I can't see the difference, and we can do an unboxing here. Look, this is how it comes. So the only thing that probably gives it away is, well, there's two things that give it away. First of all, that this power lead has been PATS tested. That's good. That's portable appliance tested for earth leakage, which is interesting because it's a 2-pin one, so it doesn't even have an earth, but there we are. There's the unit itself. The other thing that gives it away is that the manual, somewhere, it's got a sticker on it that says, there we go, refurbished, so 12-month guarantee. So it just does say it's been refurbished. But I think really it's just a returned unit that came back and was just tested and then put back in the box. That's what I think, and it saved me a £5. So that's pretty good from my point of view. So there we go, let's just get the two working together. Just slide in the battery. There we go. Rotate that round, turn the light on. There we go. There's not a mark on this refurbished unit. As I say, I have been using the other one for a couple of weeks while I was doing some decorating, and that bright light really is handy of seeing, you know, the blemishes and, you know, the things that you might want to pick up as you're decorating. But yeah, it's as new as the other unit is. Yeah, I've bought two. Brian just bought two as well. I suspect Screwfix are going to run out of these fairly soon. I suspect what they're doing is bringing these units to the end of their sale, and I suspect they'll replace it with something else. But I would say this is a bargain alert for anyone who's in the market for some work lights. And as I say, it gets you onto that EXT platform at a very, very inexpensive price. So it only really remains me to say thanks again for watching Budget with Brian. If you're not already a subscriber, please do hit the subscribe button. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe!